There, this is another one of my 3D printed models. Again, this is a remote control, all 3D printed. The chassis itself is aluminium rail. It's all this square aluminium bar, all bolted together. All these white parts, steering, suspension arms, everything is all 3D printed. It's all my design. The diffs are a commercial HG metal diff with steel bearings, steel tail shafts, shock absorbers are aluminium. You've got one shocky each for the 3 rear axles, and you've got a double twin shock set up on the front, so you've got 4 shocks on the front. That's for extra, gives it extra stability. The steering is on a nice little bearing here. That was again all designed and printed by me. Now if we put this back down, you'll notice it's got 8 wheels on it. It's 8-wheel drive with a 2-speed transfer case. The 2-speed transfer case is actually driven from the remote. You can switch gears on the fly for a high-low ratio. If you have a look here, you'll notice these wheels sit very far forward. The reason for that is that I made the suspension bars come up at quite an angle. The reason for that being I wanted a better ground clearance, but also to put less strain on the suspension by taking it straight to the chassis. So what happens when you compress the suspension, the wheels swing on an arc and they come back to where they should be. And with 6 kilos or so of Tiger tank, which is sitting up there, which is all modified with metal parts, that's my hang along Tiger, 6 kilos of that sitting on the back, it tends to need it. In here we have all your on-off switches. It's your smoke for the twin smokestacks. That switches it on. Got some extra lights. So if we spin this around, have a look at some of the features. I'll switch the smoker off because it's really not necessary. You can control those front lights from the remote. We'll just turn them off. Naturally, our steering. That's your high-low. You hear it working high-low on your transfer case. Just going to grab this. It is very powerful. There's a brushless motor set up in it, and it really does move. High or low ratio, it's fast enough. Little winch here is driven from the remote control. Hard to demonstrate, but it's strong enough to be able to tow things on. It's actually on a speed controller, so you can vary the speed of the winch as well. Ramps drop down, so you can lift the tank tracks hook into these, and it literally will drive up very, very controllably. Works very nicely. Sticky bit hasn't been used for a while, unfortunately, so I've got to do a bit of lubrication there. And so yes, there you have it. All these little lockers on the side, they all open up, everything's hinged. Obviously, as you can see, the lights all work. Got various fans and things inside it to keep it cool. And just using a standard 6-channel remote, there are room for a few more additions to it, and they will come in due course. I haven't done any videos yet of me demonstrating this because I haven't had a chance yet. I blew the drive gears last time I tried to drive it, so I had to replace those, and I've only just got it back together and back working. But as you can see, it's quite a complex bit of gear. The motor just sits up in here. There's your transfer case there. The motor sits up here, and everything works the way it should work, basically. I've been very pleased with its operation. The reason I chose these small wheels, you notice they're really just small car wheels, is that with 6 kilos of Tiger tank on the back and big balloon wheels, it tends to make it a little bit unstable. It's not really designed for heavy duty off-road use. It's designed to cart my Tiger tank around at tank battles on smoothish surfaces. It'll go on grass, it'll go on sand, and with 8-wheel drive there's not much that's going to stop it anyway. So it does what it basically does what it should do. So there you go, another 3D printed masterpiece, all my design. The only things that aren't my design are some of these little trims here, which have come off the internet from a site called Electronoobs, where he has a 3D printed Tiger tank, and I've just scaled these to use them to add a bit of decoration to this thing. Everything else, all the panels, all the lockers, all the hinges, everything else is pretty much my design. There's a few recycled bits at the back here, a couple of recycled shockeys off an old RC car. But that's pretty much it. It's going to get a bit more of a service, a bit more of a fix up, and then it's going to tow my tank around. See you next time.